Welcome back to hopefully our final part of our Mountain Dwarf Hexslinger of the Shining One. We're starting up right off on the top of Zot. Last time in our video, we started off. Where did we start? I think we started at Elven Halls. We got abyssed once or twice in Elven Halls. The final time, I believe, was the time where we said, screw it, we're just going to finish our abyss off because the rune was right there. So we were able to sneak in the abyss rune already. And then we proceeded to do vaults and then all of depths. We got some great armor. Good coverage. Our cold is a little low, but that's fine, whatever. But otherwise, really strong armor sets, really strong rings. I forgot if I mentioned this, but I kept doing, at the end of the last game, I did a bunch of resistance math and our poison juggling. Between ending the last session and this one a few minutes, I remembered, oh wait, I have the golden dragon scales. Our poison is built into the scales, and so I don't actually have to necessarily care about our poison now, because it's in those body. So it's like, oh, can I take the legs off these silence boots? Sorry, but the slay +5, even if it's just like slay +5 on boots that are +2, that's probably worth taking silence occasionally, and it's not like I have anything relevantly swappable. So I'm going to stick with that, but just note, I completely forgot I had our poison built into those. Anyway, what I'll do, though, is let's see my inventory. I got space. I'm going to go pick up those magic potions that I dropped earlier. I was just thinking about it. It's better to have them on my inventory than not, just so that in case, I don't know, I need to have mana for some reason. I was just going to pick them up, or I guess they're magic, or let's do, find potion, and then find the potions of magic. I have Guardian Spirit, so maybe that's going to be relevant. And then can I buy anything before we head in? Just some teleport scrolls. I don't think I'll ever, $400 basically for haste, and so anything that would be worth buying is out of my reach now. So I probably should just get a few. I'm not going to be able to reach that ring anymore. I'm just going to buy the scrolls, call it a day. So go Zot 0, and we're going to get our Zot going. So let's rev. We have plenty of rev. We got a super open Zot 1, so this is a little tedious for sure. I guess I'll clear behind me to start. And unfortunately, we're going to have to probably do just about everything here. And so it's going to be very careful to stair dance this through. I'm going to cleansing flame. I can probably swing this part now. Let's bring stuff up. Take it super slow. Okay, it's a good start. Very open Zot 1. It might as well just be a big open space. It's like literally the minimal level of coverage possible. So we always want to return back to some closeness and build out from there. Berserker moths aren't bad as long as they're just the moths themselves. So we technically have access to all our... well, I mean, still technically not cleared out that left side, but Jesus, infinite little expansions. Once we're out here, I'll try to use this mapping over here to help kite things into safer spots. I don't need the poison ring. I got plenty myself. Let's use the corner. So let me just check where it is and turn it off. W. Okay. It's still gonna ask me. I'm gonna say always ignore. Okay, we're gonna go back to the door because we got our classic teleporting draconians and all that junk. Let's hopefully pop this guy sooner than later. I'll quick burst, I guess. Let's bring him up. Good. Okay, so it's always nice to just nuke out the ones that matter. Yeah, the teleporting guy's stupid, but when it's just him, it doesn't matter. The problem is when he's messing with you and there's actually other danger. Okay. It's always funny when it berserks me. Or not funny, but crazy is probably the better word. Because that can be very painful if done in the wrong timing. Oh, I should note. I very quickly looked at the volume quality on the last edition just before starting this one, and I was peaking a little. I was trying to find the balance between louder versus peaking, and I think I went a little too far in the peaking side, and so I've adjusted slightly down. We'll see how it is. I'm really trying to work on finding that perfect volume. Anyway, cool. Yeah, just pumping this stuff up. Z2. Okay, we're gonna rev. Oh, I had this one the other day, where it's the groupings of in the corner in their little vault situation. But also, if we look, all the downs are all beside each other. That's really rough. I'm gonna go for up here. I'm gonna stare that we have a telly. I want to try to minimize its impact on my life. Oh, such as that. Okay, I'm gonna walk on the fire, go up. I'm gonna cleansing flame. Cool. I'm not gonna do that one anymore. The damnation guys are active, and so let's just see what comes to me here. Oh, I wish he came up with me. Alright, try the different one. Would be cool if I can get... Oh no, he knocked me off. Okay, I'm going to gravitas these guys up. Get them off the line. So that's why grav is awesome. You can remove somebody from the bad equation. Okay, let's try back here. Hey, maybe we make enough money to buy something relevant again. least we got some cancellation. That's nice to see. We're at 4 cancellation. Won't complain. Let's come back over here. I don't want to be damnationed to death here. If I can help it. Let's bring these guys up. Come on, show yourself. Okay. Okay, cool. I was like, what the hell? A lot of activity today. Just take it easy. Lots of gold, lots of potions. Maybe turn the volume a tad up. How about this? Yeah, we're maybe a little peaking. It's always hard to tell. Get that perfect level. Alright, I'm going to return back. Start from here again. Golden Dragon. Telly dude. Thought he was chasing me. Come on. Acknowledge me. Oh, we got a Berserker Moth. Let's just kind of kill them both at the same time. Let's use the edge here. Cool. Cobb. Not too bad for us today. A lot of wandering. I don't think I was ever marked, but it seems like many things are awake. Many, many things. Let's just kind of back away. Let's use the edge. Ooh, let's just get out of here. I'm gonna keep moving. Up we go. Let's get him into the lane so I can bring him up. Yeah, let's get 2 up. Nice. Okay. All right. So we've cleared our stairs now, or at least roughly. Really seems like we woke up a bunch of things for some reason, somehow. What's this? It's just a plant. Okay. Anyway, this is a pretty rough set of downstairs. They're all beside each other. So that's the entrance. Is there only... And there's only one entrance to it, too. That's pretty rough. But let's clear what we can get free. The up is safe, I suppose. And now we just have our castle situation here. Well, at least we know it's been open, which means some of the activity we encountered was pre-clearing. Not everything, though. Gotta take it careful. Looks like we have a cornfield in this place, you know, all these cobs. Use the corner. Silence to our advantage there. See, it's having a silence thing is not... It's not universally bad. Cool. What do we get here? Just a bunch of junk, unfortunately. Reflect, Rampage, RC... Well, the Reflect gives the shield. Is that better than... Is having the RC... I'm certainly going to keep it in my inventory. I guess I won't use the javelins ever. So I don't want to... Okay. That's debatably better than Guardian Spirit. Because of the RC part of it. It's not a game changer, so I'm not going to like hard swap, but good to know. Okay, so we're going to Z3. Thankfully a pretty chill start to it. We got a big open room at the end of this little thing, but then we have a bunch of downstairs that are beside each other. I may just dig rightwards and if it's rough, honestly, I probably just start right now. Dig. It's got a Zot. He's roared, by the way, which might be relevant for waking things up. Aralek on a chain. Not relevant for us today anymore. Okay, well, I mean, technically we got a down accessible. And all three of our ups beside. But that doesn't mean we're safe to carry on. Turn back, attack from the safe angle. We do have a down here. I will read the enchant. Hey, we did eventually do the tower shield up a little. Let's finish this side area. Cool. We got an oof. I'll back away to get a angle. Hopefully he doesn't... Okay, that doesn't matter too much. We're going to summon a friend and have him help us, maybe. Although we're pretty good here. We didn't get too badly of a mutation, so we don't have to start juggling. We're pretty strong, so it's not the end of the world to see an oof. Okay, let's re-engage the open space from the safer angle. Probably a lot of draconians or something up there. I'm going to kill this before the portal guy comes over here. I'm going to full back. There's just too many draconians to be 100% safe. Little nice little set of resources. Oh, that's fun. It's like a flying only situation. All right. Anyway, yeah. Zot 4. Safe entrance so far. This is a typical Zot kind of hallway theme. We have an up and a down beside each other, which will be probably our most convenient. Although remember, you want to try to clear Zot 4 as much as possible so that your Zot 5 experience escaping is as best as it can be. So we'll keep that in mind. I'm not going to push too far upwards and downwards. You want to stay near safety until you've kind of mapped the bulk of the safety exits. I'm going to pull back. Cool. Upstairs acquired. I'll just use it. Very convenient upstairs, so that'll be useful. This is our same. Okay, downstairs reached. Let's go here. Okay, we got one of these, whatever call it's. Oh, we got a tentacle. All right, let's work our way from here left so we can cover our butt here. So now we know that is largely safe. And then, oh, that guy's wandering. Protein progenitor. I'm gonna just kind of buff myself up. You never know what they're gonna generate. Usually it's pretty weak, but you never know. Cool. Alright. Just a moth by itself. At this point, I would rather engage backwards and probably use a different down to get into this floor. Let's back up. Shout uncontrollably. That's not good. But it's not end of world. So I may keep that until otherwise. Okay, I'm gonna... I'll summon a guy. Dex doesn't matter. Screaming. You frequently scream now. I probably want to drop this stuff, so I will try at least one mutation. Our poison built in, our cold built in, that's fun. But the negatives are still there. Will plus, that doesn't matter. The strength is nice. The frigid envelope is kind of cool. I'm back down to occasionally shouting. I think our AC dropped. Like we got the... I'm going to take one more mutation. A lot of strength. I still occasionally shout. At least we didn't lose. We lost the armor issue, so our AC is way back up to normal. So I'm gonna keep it there. Just remember that we shout a lot. Let's work our way up. This is not ideal. I'm gonna do my shield thing. Cool. Let's pull back. Mana Moth. Yeah, I suspected there was a lot of action in that little, like, let's call it library thing, now that I see its books. So I didn't want to run in there too crazily. Just keep them separated. Two Rev scrolls, that's fun. We have all the Rev. Alright, Zot 4 done. Hopefully this one's a really convenient run back because it's convenient upwards. We will Rev for the first time, and this looks like to be, yeah, I was going to say, this looks like to be the one that's at the door. Now, interestingly enough, we have almost nothing outside of the lung, which is pretty, I'm going to call it special. Let's try to get things upstairs. Oh. Let's kind of dance them up. Let's work this way. Okay, that's not the greatest up, but whatever. Let's pop down. Unless I'm just about to get spoiled by an incredibly packed edges right here, we had almost no enemies in our pre-lung. This was surprising. I'll call it. All right. Yeah, weird. I mean, I could dig my way and create a whole little network of stuff, but what's the point? Unfortunately, there's... Oh, yeah, we saw that. It's just out of screen. I was going to say there's no alarms out here. There's alarms out there. Unlike our last game, we are affected by dispersal traps. So our right side is our escape point, our entry point, that is. So we're going to be working slowly and surely down the right side and clearing our way through. And we're going to constantly get things spawning on the left side because they're going to be running into that dispersal trap. And then like 50% chance spawning on my side, not their side. So we got to be very careful. I wonder if there's an alarm. Alarm is a little bit more scary on this version because it's so small. So at some point we will alarm. Question is, how much do we want to poke before we do that? Okay, so there's an alarm. I will haste at this point just to get to my stairs quicker. And I'll stick around until it's not safe anymore. Something like this. And that should wake up things a little. The other stair might be a little bit better for killing things, but I'm already here. I'm not too scared. It's an oof. Okay, so I'm going to summon my guy. Anything noteworthy? Oh, I lost my +8 strength. I had a bunch of strength piling up, but that's fine. All good. Okay, let's pull back a little. That's good enough. Let's head back. All good. All right, so I was just gonna say, we certainly alarmed this area enough, but it doesn't mean everything's done. So I'm gonna summon my guy. Anything note? Potions less. Okay. It's not ideal. But it's not the worst. I would like to be able to drink all my potions, but sometimes you just it's worse. I'd rather do that than teleportitis, for example. Okay. Oh, I see. There's a dispersal trap right there. I was like, I didn't press my 40% chance to blink or whatever it is. 63% chance. So we got to be careful on this side. It's a dispersal trap here as well. So I got to be very careful. Okay. Just keep leading them out. Don't go too fast, too far, because you don't want to be stuck in a dispersal like that. And you never know what's popping behind you as well. That's a thing, because all these teleport traps. They're running around. And also we have this alarm here. Use the edge. Just strategically finding the edges. Another series of things. And cool. I'll grab the resistance. So what I'll do is I'm going to forget the floor because we did the whole yelling thing. So there might be guys running around here. And there isn't. Okay. So we're going to start our run back. Remember, we have a million digging scrolls, so I'm not going to automate this. I'm just going to manually, kind of efficiently dig my way home. This was the annoying one. This is one where it's like you kind of wish you time a teleport or something, but we're here. Okay. Okay. I don't think we had a preference, although we want to get out away from that guy. Okay, so that's a pretty linear path. Let's head over here. Okay, that's our exit. That was the ideal. That's pretty linear. I can dig upwards. Dig upwards, and I see that guy, of course. I'm gonna haste. I can just go straight here. It's pretty linear. Linear, okay. This one, yep. Good old damnation. Upwards. Oh, very convenient. I'll heal here. Less convenient, but I'll take it. Here we go. The servitors are really following us. That's pretty clean. What do we have here? Yeah, that's fine. We're at D4 now. Okay, that's fine. Very clean. D2. This one's not as great, so I'm gonna manually dig through what I can here. I'll just go to the one that is over here. Loves me some digs. And look at that, it's a very convenient spot. I'll take a haste. I have a million blinking scrolls. I won't, like, I mean, if I wanted to be efficient about it, I could blink my way through, so let's just have some fun. Ooh, so convenient. So convenient. And we have won. So this is officially a streak. We successfully completed the full game with a crazy abyss kind of order with our Mountain Dwarf Hexslinger of the Shining One. It shows you how, yeah, we were a Hexslinger but when the species is so dominant in a specific element of the game that unless you have to be like either forced because of memes reasons or like you want to do some force a type of play style on a weird character, if you're not doing something like that, then you should always consider not just what you start as a background, but how good your character is at different elements. Typically in a game, you will find what you need to do something, as long as it's not something weird like trying to be I don't know, like Lajatangs are a little weird. It's like if you're going to force Lajatangs, you better have a way to survive until you get Lajatang or something like that. But other than those scenarios, you know, we saw the Mountain Dwarf was about axes, it was about invocation, it was about, you know, being a beefy defensive oriented melee because we didn't have like fire or earth magic or something like that. And so we quickly abandoned the hex slinging, found our strengths, and had a successful run with whatever we saw in front of us. And so thanks for joining me on this, you know, just under 4-hour run. Good times. That's a very typical kind of paceful, thoughtful melee when you're not just Trog trying to zerg through in under 45 minutes. But so solid timings. We got to see the Shining One for the first time on the channel, Dwarf, Mountain Dwarf for the first time, and I believe Hexslinger for the first time. Yeah, so it was a triple first time. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see what we play next in our current streak of wins in the channel's random series. So thanks for joining me for this final part of this character. See you next time.